Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Palworld. It is I, Xilestar, and today a lot of stuff has been done. You might not notice it right off the bat, but yeah, a lot of stuff has been going on in the background. So, first things first is like if I did it correctly, yeah. So I have actually gotten at least one of each and every one of the schematics for the beginner stuff for the Terraria update, and yeah, that's pretty much it. No, okay. So I have some cool ideas that I want to do for the base, but first things first is that I got a fishing thing over here, so that's very cool. He should be done by now. Server's been up for about 24 hours. He should be done. Oh, I have to collect them. Collect pals. What did we get? Did we get anything cool? I don't think I got anything new. Okay, can you guys stop? I know why the trees keep going back faster. It's because of the settings I have in place for it. Ooh, what's this? Attack support whistle. Ooh, okay, that looks pretty cool. I'll take that, I guess. Yeah, that's mine now. Okay, stop. Two are annoying. The fact that you guys keep doing it and not actually putting the wood into the chests that are in there is annoying. Watch, they're gonna be finished. Okay. They're both gonna finish, and watch, they're gonna run. They're not even gonna go try and bring. Oh, they don't have transporting, that's why. I thought they did have transporting. Wait, you're telling me that a big pal like that doesn't have transporting? Does that make sense? Because it doesn't make sense to me. I always had the feeling that they did have transporting. Okay, well, I'm going to get rid of you guys from using your lumbering, because you guys have lost your privileges for that. Since I thought you guys did have it. And you can have those. You can also have the stone. Why not? Doesn't matter. Alright. Yeah, so they also changed expeditions, where instead of I think it's like instead of the expeditions giving you instead of the expeditions like having the time reduced, it's now what was it? It was like now it's like you increase the amount of materials you gain from it instead. So they still take the same amount of time. So if it would have taken you 40 minutes to beat the dungeon, it's going to take you 40 minutes, but the amount of items you gain from going over is like, let's say 13 times or 14 times or whatever, because that's what literally mine is. So I've just been doing this just because I've been working on pals. There you go. Okay, I don't want my gob fins. No, I'll use my gob. What's the green thing mean? Wait, what? What does the green mean? What does that mean? Whoa, there's a lot of green ones. What do these mean? I'm confused. There's a lot of them that are green, but I don't know what that means. Do they get, or maybe these ones get bonus because they're good for this dungeon? I don't know. Anyway, go in there. Yeah, you'll also notice though that all my, like, what happened to all my pals? Well, there is this new construction that I did not know about. I don't even think it was ever introduced into the thing. Actually, I'm going to see when it was. The dimensional pal storage. I have never heard of this before, and I don't know when it was actually introduced. If I can actually spell dimensional, that'd be awesome. No, this one's never actually heard of it. Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to see if the other one has actually heard of it. there is another one that I use that has a little bit of better detail on a lot of things. So I'm going to go take a look at that one and see if that one has it. I don't think I have it. I have it saved somewhere. Just don't have it saved as a bookmark. There it is. Let's see if you have it, because you actually have new releases. So let's see. Do you? You don't have it under new content though. You should have the new building stuff. Where is it? It's got to be somewhere here. I remember it. Because I was doing at least some little research, but I wasn't doing a lot of it, though. Pals, no, it's not there either. I wonder if I just search for it, if it actually does tell you what version it came out in. There you go, Dimensional PAL Storage. Does it tell you the version? No, it doesn't tell you the version, though. It's weird. But I did get a whole bunch of... no. I did get a bunch of... like, training manuals, as you can see here. So I was able to get at least a decent number of these... of those researches, and I was just going through the beginning list, you know, going through the start and going all the way to the bottom, you know, going to find it, and then I found some stuff that I thought was very interesting, and that was one of them. I think it was like among the top, or maybe it was the bottom, one of the bottom ones. It was like right around the beginning part. Maybe, I don't know what level it's under. I hope it's near one of the bottom ones then. Anyway, I pretty much found it, and I was like, you know what? I want to see what this is about, because I've never actually heard anything about this. And I clicked, and voila. So I was able to do all this, and I'm like, whoa, I'm going to throw everything that I don't really need. Because I actually had all these pals out for the exploration, so I couldn't actually get rid of them. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to go throw all of these, all the ones that I mostly just use for breeding and stuff like that, into here kind of thing. Or that I'm just going to use for breeding and stuff like that over there. And that's it. So I have the expedition over there. I have this guy who's going to be for fishing. I tried to see if there was one that was like a pal that was good for fishing. There isn't one. Okay, I need to load this, though. There we go. So, I'm still missing one. I think I have found this one before. Okay, so I'm going to say what happened. So, the server had a little bit of a hiccup, because apparently it didn't save for whatever reason. So, we lost about 2 hours of content. Or 2 hour... Well, I say content. We lost 2 hours of progress. Okay? We lost 2 hours of progress. I think it was like 2 or 3 hours of progress. And so I lost a lot of my Terraria summons. And then we also have this one, which is we're just missing 4 pals with. And then this one we got them all. And I did finish some of the quests. And I'm going to show you how I did them in a second. So let's go take a look at all the other base camps kind of thing, because I have 4 of them. I now have 4. I have the new one, which is over, or one of our latest ones was over here. This is our Faybreak Island one. And I'll explain what my team is now in a second. You might already know why my team is like that, but just in case you don't, I'll explain it. How many hexalites do you have? You guys don't have hexalites? What have you guys been doing? Oh, now you're mining it. Have you guys not been, like, getting a lot of hexalite or something like that? What a strange thing. Yeah, Yeah, and then I did this. I caught that guy. I think I did that one on screen. Yeah, and I think I did this one on screen. And then this guy is still waiting for his broiled dew mud thing, which I haven't been able to do. And then I think this guy is just a normal Jonin guy. I don't think he's the one that's like you fight bosses or something like that and you get them. Unless they've just been throwing the Hexalite stuff in here. Oh, right, yeah, I gotta go show that off too. So I'm gonna go back to the normal base for a second. It looks like, depending on where I am, sometimes the base runs better, and then other times it just runs really worse. I'll show you what I mean by that. Like, I get 30 FPS, then once I turn over here, it's like it goes down to like 20. So I think it does depend on what your, how many pals are on the screen. So here's the dew mud, though, that I can use for... I'm just going to try and get all this stuff. Oh, wait, I think I wanted to send that over to the new-ish base. Which does need a little bit more assistance than I would care to like, but you know what? That's okay, because it practically runs itself. Except for one thing, but that's because there's no way of actually getting it. Or farming it just yet. And I want to show something else that I just learned recently. And I'm very happy that I learned about it. I do want that to be even out. And I'll just learn myself that. Awesome. Okay, so what is this? So it's not... Hang on. I have a feeling I know it, but like I just want to make sure that I get it exactly correct because I want them all to be equal. I don't want one to have more advantage than the others. Okay. So once it reaches 54 then. Perfect. And sure, why not? We'll just increase our pals thing for that. And I'll just give myself more of this stuff and I'll show off the new changes that I made. So I did change my storage room again, but this will probably be the final time I change it. And maybe this is causing the lag too in some capacity. I'm not quite sure. Oh, my ore is not being stored somewhere. Well, that's okay. I can do something cool about that. So here's one of the things I just found out, though. So you can actually make the Hexalite chests stack up on top of each other. Did you also know that one of the things that I was actually hoping wasn't going to be a thing was that they would clip through the ceiling? They don't. So we're good. I can do this, which means I need a lot more Hexalite. Yay, more Hexalite. I obviously like to farm Hexalite. It's one of my favorite things. Anyway, so I have this one over here, if I'm not mistaken, with lag, as where I'm stashing all the honey and the cotton candy. So that way, though, that makes sense. And then this has all the ingots and refined materials and all that stuff, and then this has all this stuff in here. Yay. I've also changed it so that this doesn't take ingredients anymore, so hopefully that doesn't cause any issues. And for you can... Oh, I guess I did change your settings. You can have ores. So you can have this now. Yay. So that's pretty much that. I have changed the base a little bit. I don't know if I showed off these, but they added railings now, which is really cool. I really like them. And I added like 3 crates onto the sides that are now attached to here, and they look really, really good. Now that I can, like, stack on top of them. Unfortunately, I can't stack them, like, on the half of it, I think. Is it L control? Yeah. L control. So I think you can you stack it above? Maybe you need the wall for it. No, you can't stack them above each other. Yeah, that's kind of sad. The crates feel like they should be more stackable than any of the other chests, in my opinion, but that's okay. But I'll show you what the storage room now looks like. And it's going to get that double chest treatment, which means a lot more hexalite will need to be done. So yeah, so I made this into a wall of chests. So now you can go down this long hallway with the giant myriad of chests that happened. I ran out of hexalite. I actually did. I ran out of hexalite at the end. I needed, I think, what was it? It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it was like 7 hexalite chests worth of hexalite. So I asked one of my friends that was on the server, hey, can I buy hexalite off of you? He's like, you could buy the ore, but I don't have chromite. And I'm like, well, I just need the bars. So I guess I'm going to go for chromite then. And then over here I have my ammunition.